Sir Peter Vela's commitment and service to thoroughbred racing were first honoured with a New Zealand Order of Merit and then in 2014 a knighthood. Now it's appropriate for him to receive the highest accolade from the industry he has done so much to support and influence. Racing wasn't in the Vela blood when Sir Peter's father arrived from Croatia in 1929. He knew about fishing and established several successful enterprises. Sir Peter and his brother Phillip grew up in that industry, but racing became their passion. Sir Peter's early racing connections were economic. He was paid to work on the starting stalls during race days while he was at Waikato University. Graduation as a teacher took him to Ngaruawahia High School, where he found another horse fanatic in the local butcher. Charlie Farrell encouraged Sir Peter to watch one of his horses being trained. That's when he met Laurie Laxon. The friendship was instant, and soon after, Vela had horses with the future Hall of Famer. The first was Dominus, which was part-owned with university mates. In the late 70s, the brothers Peter and Phillip bought a property at Te Kowhai. Their plan was to predominantly race fillies and to start a broodmare band. The boutique operation expanded quickly. In 1980, Pencarrow, near Cambridge, was purchased. Their strategy was to buy pedigree, and if they were any good, breed from it. The plan worked. Nobel Heights was the first success. She became the Vela's first Group 1 winner and was Champion Filly of the Year. Nobel Heights earned the title of Foundation Mare for Pencarrow. Next was Riesberg by Vice Regal out of Mary Mead. Leading her at the sales was Leon Casey. He soon became Pencarrow's stud master and was the rock and the brains of the organisation for more than 30 years. Riesberg was one of Pencarrow's most important broodmares. She was the dam of Romanee Conti, the dam of Ethereal, and also of Grand Eshezo, who is the dam of Darcy Brahma. All those stars were bred at Pencarrow Stud. One of her early foals to a mating with Sir Tristram was Romanee Conti. That Hong Kong Cup win, back then a Group 3, is one of Vela's favourites.
And driving through is Romanee Conti, but it's Fra and Motivation by a length to River Burden. Romanee Conti coming through nicely, followed by Charmania down the outside, but Fra won't give in. Romanee Conti gradually picking it up from Motivation. Romanee Conti gets to the front, place to home from Fra. Charmania late on the scene, but Romanee Conti takes the cup back to New Zealand, wins it 3/4 to Fra.
The photo of Philip Vela picking up the 17-kilogram trophy with one hand always makes Sir Peter smile. Romanee Conti went on to have Ethereal, another Hall of Famer who won the elusive Caulfield-Melbourne Cup double.
Give the slip well clear at the 200-metre mark though. Down the outside is Ethereal starting to close. Give the slip with Ethereal coming home. Give the slip in front. Ethereal's coming hard. The Caulfield Company's grabbed the lead and Ethereal does the double. Ethereal's won it from Give the slip.
Romanee Conti also produced Grand Eshezo, whose first foal, Dane Hill, went on to top the Karaka yearling sales in 2004 with Darcy Brahma. He became a leading sire. Over the years, Pencarrow topped the sales 5 times, while sticking to their philosophy of never standing a stallion at stud. They knew the importance and value of sires, holding shares and investing in many stallion. The Velas never shied away from responsibility as industry leaders. When overseas investors wanted to buy Wrightsons in 1996, the thoroughbred industry approached the brothers to buy the business. They did, renaming it New Zealand Bloodstock, on the proviso that it was for the short term. 24 years later and counting, New Zealand Bloodstock is the benchmark for many sales companies around the world. The Velas transformed Karaka from unfinished boxes and paradeways into a magnificent facility. Sir Peter attributes the backing from breeders in making New Zealand Bloodstock a success. Breeding and racing are inextricably linked. The distinctive blue and white Vela racing colours have been winners in many countries. Sir Peter's favourite event is Royal Ascot. Twice he's been honoured to join the 4-carriage royal procession with the Queen.
And from New Zealand, it's great to welcome Sir Peter Vela and his wife Pamela.
It's the racing carnival spirit that he loves most about Royal Ascot. It inspired him to introduce a twilight meeting at Ellerslie before the sales. Sir Peter is very proud of the event's success.
To arrive here tonight, well before the first, car parks were full, galleries were full, and the people have had a great night, and it is now established as a truly sensational racing evening.
He adores the fun, the pomp and ceremony in racing, but he's always aware of the duty to give back to the industry. Sir Peter has been on too many racing boards and committees to name. Significantly, he was one of the people appointed to the Racing Industry Transition Agency in 2019. The task, turning around the fortunes of the New Zealand racing industry. Many awards for Filly of the Year, Owner of the Year and Breeder of the Year fill the shelves. Sir Peter acknowledges that to achieve that kind of success requires an army of passionate people. Deep down, it's those friendships he made over the years that provided the most treasured memories of New Zealand racing.